What's up, everybody? Boy, lots of stuff going on in that clip right there. Just woke up this morning, picked up my trusty old K-Line telly, and started kind of playing some stuff. And thought for a second, hey, I should show you guys a little bit of this idea what I'm using in this clip. And I'm sure what you notice, there's a bunch of open string runs going on in the key of C in this little piece. So instead of, biting off all of that, showing you every single line on there, I'm going to show you one of the lines just so you can get an idea how to use these open strings against the key that you're in and come up with some of your own lines. So grab your guitar. Let's check it out. Okay, first and foremost, I'm tuned half step down, so make sure you take note of that. Let me show you the line that I'm going to show you guys how to play, and then we'll kind of dissect it. Okay, so you'll see when I'm playing that line, I'm using pick and my ring finger on this. Okay, so if you're uncomfortable with that, if you're not played any hybrid picking, go on my page. There's a full lesson on hybrid picking, and there's exercises on there. There's examples, everything you can use to get your fingers moving and get comfortable with that type of style. You don't have to use it to play this lick, but it makes it easier to keep the note separation when you're using hybrid picking. So let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, starting off this line using my ring finger. Okay, I'm going to pluck this note here, the A note on the 5th fret E string. I'm going to pull off to the G. Immediately, I'm going to use a downstroke on the B string 4th fret, and then I'm going to pull off to the 3rd, and then I'm going to play the high E again with my ring finger. Okay, from there, I'm going to play on the G string, the 5th fret, and I'm going to pull off to the 3rd, and then I'm going to play the open B string with my ring finger. So all together so far. Okay, so from there we're going to play the 3rd, on the G string we're going to play 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open. And we're going to do the same thing on the D string. Sliding in from the 1st fret on the D string to the 2nd, and ending our line on the root. Okay, so the second part of that. You can pick that, you can pull off, whichever way you want to do it. Whichever way is comfortable, do it that way for you. So we put all together. One more time. Super cool. So if we look at why these work, why these open strings work in the key of C, all we gotta do is go up the major scale, and you'll see that the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th are all open strings that we have. Okay, so if we are here, root, 2nd, 3rd is our E right there. We got our open E up there. There's our G right there. We got an open string right there. Our major 7th right there is a B, so we got that B right here. So using all of those gives us a nice tonality, lets us get to where we need to be to finish off the line quickly, and while those open strings are still ringing and sound super cool. So when you're building your lines, coming up with your own ideas on this stuff, keep in mind, if you look at those notes right there, if we take this open E and open B against a C, that gives us that major 7th tonality. Okay, super cool chord. You can build lines off of those. So let's take a look at C major 7th up here. Okay, we got it here, we got it here. Let's take a look at this voicing. What lies within that voicing of a major 7th? Now, if we pick up our pinky, we've got this E minor triad. So we could play E minor lines against C using open strings. As long as we resolve to the tonic, in this case C, we're good. So I love doing this stuff. Give you an idea, this is an old Danny Gatton run that I use in E minor. I also use it in G, but you can also use it in C, just as long as you resolve to the tonic. Super cool. You know, use any E minor run. It's super cool stuff that you can come up with on this. There's all kinds of stuff on here. Take that little piece that we just worked on, get that under your fingers first. And then what we'll do is we'll break down some more of those lines that I in the beginning video. In the weeks to come, we'll take a look at those and build on some more ideas. And keep building our vocabulary with these open string runs. Have fun with that. Get it under your fingers. I will see you guys next time. See you later.